Okay, let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Beautiful Saturday morning here in Ohio. Just don't get much better than this. Might be able to get in the swimming pool today. That's for a whole nother video. But going to be working on these two bad boys today. Blue truck's sick, man. It's got a real good 454 in it. Runs good when it runs good, but it's got a 770 Street Avenger Holly on it. And through a certain it quit pumping fuel off the mechanical fuel pump, so I put electric fuel pump on it. Didn't put a regulator on it like a fool. So the carburetor ever since then's been junk. Now I have a regulator on it, and it pukes through the vent. Sit there and it'll run fine, and then all of a sudden you turn your back and it'll go blah 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 blah. Fuel's puking out the vent. But anyways, I have a 670 Street Avenger that was on a motor a couple years ago. I pulled the bowls off of it yesterday and it looked really nice inside, clean. I cleaned it up. We're going to throw it on there. Takes 10 minutes. We'll put that on there. When we stretch this truck, when I stretch this truck, uh, I was trying to do a 14 bolt. I love 14 bolts. The best rear end ever built, maybe behind like beside a Dana 80. But I should have used a Dana 80, John Mazingo, but I didn't. I used a free Dana 70, which is there's a screw, which is the widest rear end you could get in these trucks. So that's why it sits so wide in the back. It's a Dana 70 dually rear end out of a normal, not a cabin chassis, a normal dually truck. So it's wide. And with the tires and everything on it. And it's the reason I went with that is because I was running 16-inch rims in the back and I couldn't clear disc brakes on a lot of the newer rear ends. So when I get my wheel sponsorship and I got 24s all the way around this or 26s, then I'm going to put a better rear end in it with disc brakes and 456 gears in the rear end. But that's for another day. Today I need to weld shock tabs on this rear end. It gets to bucking. It rides good, but when it hits a bump, it bucks because there's no shocks on the back. One of the main reasons I haven't drove it between that and the carburetor being a piece of crap. And then I don't like naming stuff. Like this truck don't have a name, but my son said we should call it Rambo, which we could probably use Rambo until we get famous. Then they're going to make us quit calling it Rambo. So whatever, you know, Sambo, I don't know. But I do know I got to change the taillight in that thing. That's how much work it needs. And that's about it. It's not even leaking anything. We'll clean up the wheels, check all the air pressure. Tire looks like it could be a little low, but we'll top them all off. Change the carb. I already got little shock tabs, DIY shock tabs I bought to weld on the rear end. It's beautiful out. I'm going to fix the taillight first, get that off the list. Then I'm going to weld the shock tabs on because if I don't weld the shock tabs on, let's say, well, I'll put the carburetor on and then I'll put the shock tabs on. Well, if I do that, then the carburetor's junk. Then I won't want to weld the shock tabs on. So tabs are going on. Carburetor's going on. We need to be driving this thing, putting some miles on these balders. So I'll set up some tripod action. And a lot of people we don't show this truck much, but it is pretty sweet. It's got Dana 60, 12-inch lift, crossover steering, disc brakes. Well, they all got disc brakes, but I used to do tug a truck with this truck, so it's built really stout. It's 35 spline axles. I got a puckle on one side and a 35 spline lockout on the other. So I just need to buy a lockout. It is welded solid 456 gears. That's why I don't have a drive shaft in it. I want to decide. I'm probably going to come and swap this truck, so I don't want to put a lot of money into anything gasoline related. So I'm not sure what gears to run yet until I figure that out. If I run the 454, then I might put 456s in the back, which it's got 410s right now. If I put a Cummins in it, I may put 410s in the front with like a Detroit or an air locker or something. So that's all to be determined. I have a 12 valve and I have a 4-speed 2-wheel drive transmission, and I want to use drop box so I can have good drive shaft angles and haul ass down the highway 75 mile per hour. So that's the future plans. But today's plans is make this baby run like a top, which I know I will. I want to give a shout out to my son Wyatt today, Saturday. He's having a rough day, man. His dog passed away, and that's always hard. So I hope you're having a good day, Wyatt. I know I've lost a lot of dogs, and it never gets easier. So we still got a couple here that love you. So they'll be happy to see you when you come over tomorrow. But anyways, we're going to get on this and take advantage of loneliness and warm weather. Let's get it done. Well, I thought maybe it was just a taillight bulb, because I seen Jennifer driving it the other day. When she hit the brakes, the left didn't light up. Turn signal works. Turn signal works. Running lights work. This brake light here don't work. So let's pull it apart. See what we got. We want our channel to show what regular people can do with regular tools. I have a small air compressor I don't use for anything but filling up tires and running my tire changer. And I have a 110 welder, a chop saw, some grinders. Everything I do with just basic hand tools. Same thing anyone can use. Everyone's got the skills. Location and tools. That's the hard thing. Boy, hot. Jerry Reed said, when you're hot, you're hot. No, 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 no. What's it we got there? I got 1157s. You couldn't even find 1057s on the shelf. Sylvania. No worky. Uh-oh. Got a wire broke or something. Well, the bulb didn't fix it. Go in deeper. Man, it's hot out today. That's good. It's been chilly last few days. 2 days ago, I was riding around about to put on a long sleeve shirt. Turn signal works. Got both elements lit up now. Now it works. And that's how to be a square body genius. It's all in the hands, man. I've been working on square bodies since I was 16. I'm somewhat of a professional. Let me try to think of one thing I don't know of square body. Let me think. I know one thing. 87 fuel injection. It might take me about 7 minutes to figure that out, but I'll figure it out. All you gotta have is the capabilities, and you'll figure it all out. So, honestly, I don't know what I did, but it's working now, so let's put it back together. I'd like to thank my little 35-pound friend here for pushing the brakes. If I could only teach him how to pump them, I'd be in business. A little more wire there, Colonel. Hold on, I got you on a tight rope. Must have been saving money on copper that day. Reliable electric. Speaking of reliable electric, I ain't heard nothing out of my old buddy Elton in a long time. Elton took a regular job. Last I heard, he was doing good and grinding. So stop out and see me, Elton. About the only cool cat I ever worked with up there at that place. The old slave pit. All right. What are you working on today? Hopefully you watch me for about 10 minutes, then you go outside. Look too tight on the first one. Talking to you guys. Something's moving around in my barn. Somebody's watching me. I was going to buy LEDs, but I didn't know if the old colonel can handle it. Oh, Officer John Rambo. I'm going to assemble toolkits for each of my trucks so I don't have to go looking. Torx 15. This is a Torx 15. Get your Chevy taillights off. That one over there's got some Phillips in that. Some officers were in that baby, changing bulbs. Biggest regret in life, I should have went to the services. I know everybody says that, but my grandpas both did. I looked up to them for that. I was a boring old electrician. All right. We're going to take a spare bolt, put it in the glove box. There's somebody pulling in. I come do a little shooting. So I'm on it's hot out. We're done on this one. I'm going to reset up, start throwing that carburetor on the big boy. It'll be running. No, I got to weld them shock tabs on first, like I said. So we'll get to that. Up here and weld right up by the gas tank. That's what I like to do. I recommend doing this before you install the gas tank. Turn that stupid song off. Oh, what's the best way to do this? I'm gonna put washers between it because I know it'll shrink. But it always shrinks up on you. Then you can't get your shock out. I'm gonna use lock nuts so I won't lose them. So I don't have to. I recommend using nylon locking nuts on as many things as you can. I got some of these ladder bars. I'm just going to keep this short and sweet. Make sure you can get your bolt out. That's a major screw up when you can't get your bolt out. I'm just going to come straight down. Maybe face forward just a little bit. I think I'm going to put them both on top. If I center them up, give me better options later. So I'm going to put this in line with that. I'm going to grind that down. Get it ready. Another bit of room in here with it being a monster truck. My other grinder messed up. That was dangerous. Got no shield on it. I'm gonna come in from the back side, hit them with the liquid, clean that baby off. Some brake cleaner, clean up my aluminum. This is about the max for my welder, and it knows it, and I know it too, but it will work for a minute. It may not be good enough ground. Gas tank's right above my head. I ain't looking forward to this. Should have jeans on too. Man, you ever run just such a pretty bead you hate to stop? God dang. Got dirty quick. Power wash this dog. Swing around the front. Weld them babies up. Boom, one side done. All right, everybody. Here's the thorn in my side. Oh, that's hot. God dang, winch bumper. About took my skin off. I'm gonna work on jerking this baby out. Apparently I can't lean on the winch bumper. Forgot an adjustable wrench. Have one of these changed in minutes. The old 454. I'm about getting sick and tired of the old 454 action here. There's a new regulator. Didn't do anything to help me. Well, it will. Carburetor's junky. So we're gonna swap that out. I'm gonna go grab an adjustable wrench. Let's see here. We don't need anything for this. I have to take that. I have to take this off. Use it on the new carburetor. Dual springs. Oh, nice camera work, John. I need a cameraman. I wish my son would be my cameraman. Come on over, Wyatt. I'll hire you. Get in before we get so famous we can't hire each other. Oh, she's under tension for some reason. Need to go grab a few more things. That guy's off already. That's off. Vacuum line's off. Let's go grab a wrench. I know you're full, little buddy. Just stay right there. I have to get up on this bumper. Bought this carburetor. Oh, I drove Tennessee with it. Damn good carburetor. Something inside. I think diaphragm's blow down or something. We'll know once we get it out. Always make sure I get those little washers, man. One of them fall down in your engine, it's gonna ruin your life. All right. Off we go. Gasket looks pretty good. Let's go in the garage and swap over the fuel fittings and come back. Alrighty. Back in the shop here. 770, 670. Dirty, clean. I took the bowls off. It's real clean inside. We're gonna see if we can't make it work. I'm not even gonna take those off because I know I got more. So I'm just gonna grab those. Look here. Brand new on the shelf. Brand new washers. For as much as I mess with A and lines, you think I would get some A and wrenches. I just like to scar them up. This carburetor looks dirty, but it's going to work. Or it won't. It's hard to say. Something is living in my barn. Birds, I think. I like to use this tool for everything. Let's make it happen. Need two tools. Well, it must be stripped out, going the wrong way. Well, well, the nut is stripped out on the daggone thing. Got any more of those? What's on this old thing here? Nothing. There, got one. There, folks. Now we got to get physical. Crazy. I stripped it out. There you go. That slows things down a lot right there. She's being real stubborn. It's not going to be worth using once I get it off. Is this Monday or something? God dang it. That's real aggravating. Simple 5-minute job. Don't ever lie to yourself. Don't ever say, oh, it's just gonna be a 3-minute job. I'll be right back. Fucking 2 hours later. This is one of the things we shouldn't put in a video. God dang it. $2 part. Well, this might slow down progress. Where can we get one of these little studs at? All right, here we are, still working on these things. Didn't get anywhere on the C50, just going to buy an alternator. That's not working out. They make one wire alternators, bolts on, stock location, hooks right up. That's the way to go. That's what we're going to do. Blue truck, really, I'm just going to, everything's good under here. Might wipe it off a little bit. Go put an air cleaner on it. That's about it. Maybe tighten the headers down a little bit, go through those, because they're always coming loose. But that's about it on this thing. It's running good, so we're just going to cruise it. And should have been cruising it the whole time, I guess, but you never know. Had a lot of other stuff going on. So we need to go around, tighten a few bolts, do a few things, and just enjoy them. We're to the point of middle of summer. We're halfway through summer, and we have to drive these things. If you got something, you need to get it out and drive it, because it's no fun just letting them sit around. That don't impress nobody. I'm here to tell you that, so I'm going to get back to work. Here we are working on this beautiful 454. Putting the old air cleaner on it. All right. That's really all there was to that. Shouldn't have been cussing because we got her on there. And then now I'm going to grab a wrench, tighten up some of these header bolts real quick while I'm here, and we'll be ready to drive. Got my old header special here. I love it. That one's loose. 12-inch lifted truck's hard to work on, boys. Tell you that. She blows a little oil. I'll get a rag, wipe that oil off. That'd be all she needs. All right, that's about it. I see a couple bolts that are loose. 9/16. Gonna grab me a ratchet, tighten them up. Hey, there's a socket right there. Horrible camera work, I know. When I get whenever I'm able, I'll hire a cameraman. But right now it's me and Jen. She's not here, so I'm doing it myself. Get up close. See this bolt here? I've had this truck together so many times. That's not getting real tight. Gonna need a little extension. Walking back to the box. Could just grab the Milwaukee. Had that baby tightened up quick. LC50. It's got me down, man. Gotta work on that baby. I ain't used to working on him. This is some of the worst camera work ever. I know. I can't help it. Here's the current campground. Alright. Maintenance. Miss that. Got her now though. I seen one more inner fender bolt loose the other day. Yep. Easy to work on, kids. Do it in my sleep. Missing a bed bolt somewhere. very back there. We'll have to grab a bolt, put in it. But I think now it's ready for a little drive down the road. Make sure everything's good. Been driving it, having no problems. Let's see what it'll do. All right, here we are. We're going to fire it up. This is got a 670 Street Avenger carburetor on it. This is a follow-up from the last video where we took the 770 Street Avenger off. It ran about as good as a tullet. Fuel pouring out everywhere and all kinds of stuff, but we'll give this one a shot. Fired right up. Let's take it for a little cruise. Go wreck it. This carburetor just works a lot better than that other one did. This truck is that. Nice and smooth. All right, here we're getting ready to take her down the road. New carb, new fuel regulator. It's got electric fuel pump on it. I hate electric fuel pumps. For some reason, the mechanical wouldn't work. I tried 2 or 3. We won't get into that. Always some cars coming, so you gotta watch out for that. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. All right, everybody, that's it. Got that running good, cruising. She makes noise. Transfer case has always been noisy. Transmission screams, but I'm going to drive it till it quits going, I guess, because what else are you going to do, you know? That transmission's been in it for years, and it's always worked, but it's starting to... Can't hardly feel it shift anymore. But we'll get it cleaned up. C50, I'm done on it for the day. Might paint the floor. Might get the carpet back in this guy. I'm not going to do any body work on this till this winter. There's no reason you don't ever tear something apart that you can drive. So we'll just keep driving it the way it is. Work on it here and there. That's about it on that. I got to fix the visor. I was going down the highway and the visor ripped off. Ripped holes in the roof. I had sheet metal screws holding the visor on, so I'm going to get some nut certs, some crimp in nut certs, the squeezy kind. Put drill holes in there, put them in there, and have a little threaded insert. I love the look of a visor, so I'm going to get that back on. I got another one. I never found the one that come off. Long gone, Donkey Kong. I was doing about 95, pulling a 40-foot gooseneck trailer, and I thought, I wonder if that visor's on there. And I got off in Dayton, and that some gun was ripped off. So that's the way it goes when you're a wild man. That thing over there, we'll get it. And then getting ready to work on this again. A lot of people, some of my best videos, some of my best content has been this truck. So we're going to get it back going. I'm really just down to plumbing that intake up, making the intake work, start plumbing brakes, hiding wires, wiring fans, fuel pumps, stuff like that. Got a little bit of everything going on here. This is basically fixed a truck that should have been scrapped. We'll get it done though. This is the next truck on the list to finish up. Everything else is just detail work. I want to get the gauges working and everything. I'm going to get a barometer in that and boost gauge in that. Then I want to get the factory gauges working in the blue truck. Oil pressure. I want to take those triple gauges out. Start getting back to the basics, getting it back to just a normal truck, getting rid of some of the weird things that I did along the way. Well, if we're going to be weird, we'll be weird with this truck. That's it. The old Army truck, it's just running good. I'm going to fire up the old pressure washer and spray some stuff off, and might enjoy a beer. That's it. Get on it, get it done, get off the couch and go outside. And that's about all there is on old Big Blue. That's kind of a boring video, but I had to do it. Not everything's going to be fire content. We're digging and hunting and scratching for subscribers. We're up to 370. We love every one of you and appreciate it. And we got people watching from England and all over. It's nice. I just self-taught mechanic, fab guy. I'm not a mechanic. I better not use that word. I'll piss off a lot of real mechanics if I call myself a mechanic. But I just know how to build stuff. So follow along, tell your friends, like and subscribe, and we'll go from there. We got a Power Wheels build coming for the kids. We're all kids at heart, so we're going to put a gas motor on a Power Wheels. It was free, and it was junk, so we're going to turn junk into gold. That'll be coming up next. And I hope not to bore people with that, but it's going to be fun. Something for everybody. So I'm going to go about my day. We'll see you on the YouTube.